Okay guys, so I'm gonna start it from here because it's the third time people keep interrupting me and calling me and everything, so I have to start over again for the, I don't know, millionth time. So as you can see, the market came from here to here, and then we had, if you look on this time frame, you see a wedge pattern. This is a wedge, right? So this wedge pattern that's happening here, this whole place, if you go to a higher time frame, you can see it's just a place and it's a continuation. This market is supposed to continue and go higher. Understand? That's a continuation. You could have bought this at the earliest here, because if you go to a lower time frame, probably from here to here, you can see that we had support first here, we had support here, and then support here. So those were your opportunities to buy. And if you're an investor, because those people hold longer than me, trust me, you know. So as you can see, the market is still going higher. It was a continuation pattern, so now it broke out and it's going to keep going higher. So this is a wedge pattern and a pennant. On a lower time frame, if you go to the daily, okay, these circles are distracting, but as you can see, if you go to a daily, you only see a wedge pattern. When you go to the higher time frame, you see a pennant. You understand? That's a pennant. So I'm gonna look for a pattern that's a channel. You understand? This is a channel that was going on here. See here, I had some analysis the other day. I looked at this, I was like, this is not gonna go down anymore. This found support, and I was like, this is gonna spike out and break out. You know, those are my thoughts. Why? Because if you go to the weekly time frame and you look at this, this was support, this was support. So now if this is support, now the market is supposed to come all the way here. You understand? So now I'm just gonna wait for a retest. When I opened this, it was on a higher time frame, so that's why on the high time frame the candlestick is here. So what I'm expecting now is for this market to break out, and then from here a retest, probably a retest, because if you also draw a trend line from here to here, you can see that this is a resistance. Okay, let me clean this up so you can see. If you go to this time frame, you can see that this should be resistance, and this is support. And then as you can see on this time frame, we had this. So now, since the market broke out and then came back to a retest, now we can expect the market to go higher. You understand? That's a retest. It's gonna find some resistance here, probably. We'll see about that, but I feel like it's gonna find some resistance, and then we are going to have ourselves a harmonic pattern somewhere here, you know, or like this. If I draw it from here to here, this is a harmonic pattern. Sorry, made a mistake. Okay, we're going to have a harmonic pattern here, and that's where it's gonna go higher. I don't want to waste too much time because I haven't started with harmonics, so it's gonna make a harmonic pattern, some sort of bad pattern here, and then it's gonna go higher to the 886 probably. That's where it's gonna go and find resistance and whatever. So we'll see how it goes. but I believe it might go higher because I don't see anything that could stop it from going higher. But the reason why I chose this chart is because I see that there is a perfect channel here. With a channel, if you do this and copy it to the other side, you can see it's almost identical to what's going on the higher time frame. Even if it's slightly like this, this is slightly, but like it looks the same. This is a channel, this is not a wedge, you know, this is a channel, and it's a continuation pattern. So I already knew that this is supposed to continue going higher. Understand? We can go and look for more. I wanted to find a perfect head and shoulders, but I'll probably do a different video for a head and shoulders, because on these time frames, let me go look at Euro AUD. Okay, here's Euro AUD, and I'm gonna show you the example I was talking about. And I traded this. As you can see from here, the market was in a downtrend, right? Here's your downtrend. And what do you see as a trader? Look very carefully. What do you see? You see the market was in a downtrend. This was a channel, and then there was also this from here to here or whatever, but let's focus on this for now. What I can see is I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna draw a thicker trend line just to explain. If you look carefully, the market came all the way here. I'm gonna change the color of this and make it a thinner trend line. I'm gonna make it black and make it very thick to explain. What I can see is the market came here, and then what happened? The market came back to retest this trend line, right? Came back to retest this trend line here, and then the market went lower, and then the market broke out. So now, after the market broke out, the market came back to retest the trend line. What can you see? I'm just gonna write S so I can save time. S, the S stands for shoulder, and then I can see the second shoulder, and then the head. This is the head. So what you have here is a head and shoulders. When you look at this shoulder, this area, I even have pictures of this from back in the day when I traded this. When you look at this shoulder, it's against previous structure. You understand? This is structure, it's previous structure. So this market was retesting the structure at this area, and at the same time, this area right here was retesting previous structure, and at the same time retesting this orange trend line. At the same time, it's creating a head and shoulders. So if you bought this head and shoulders, then hey, you're in profit. You know, that's how you trade a head and shoulders. You know, it created some continuation patterns and went higher, but from here I knew that it was gonna go higher. But this is a perfect head and shoulders. So what you see here is some people traded this. Why? Because the market broke out of a channel and retested. Some people are trading it because you look left, you can see that there's previous structure here to hold, and you can see this area is very important at structure, so you expect the market to go higher. So it was like the best time to trade a head and shoulder. These are the only head and shoulders I trade. The others I don't trust. You know, I don't just trade anything, you know. So yeah, let me see this one. I'm not sure. if you draw a trend line from here through here, okay, let me do this. Okay, let me move it with my finger. If you draw a trend line from here to here, you can see that this market, let's say it was retesting, and then we had a wedge, a channel almost that was rising, and then look what happened. The market went below, market went higher to retest previous structure. What do you see when you look left? You look left, you can see that it's against previous structure and against the trend line. So therefore you have yourself a shoulder, sorry, my bad, you have a shoulder. These are kind of difficult to find, the perfect ones that I trade, but they work perfectly. They don't give you issues, or you find that you're in a trade that you don't want to be in, you know. So this gave me a perfect head and shoulders. If you remove this channel that's going on here, you can see that you have a head and shoulders, but you have 3 reasons to trade this head and shoulders, and it's perfect. You have a previous structure, you have it's retesting the trend line, you can see that it's also a head and shoulders. So you have 3 reasons to trade that, you understand? So yeah guys, that's my video on this. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find a double top or double bottom quickly so I can show you. I'm gonna send you videos. I sent them, I don't know what happened. I sent a couple of videos, but I think they failed because when I came back to look, it wasn't there in the email. Like, they're supposed to send me an email with a link, but this is a double bottom. For instance, the market goes down to this area and then market goes up, and then the market comes back to that same area, you know, that's when you buy. I don't trust these patterns, but probably this came back for the 3rd time. That was your area to buy. You could have set your trend line like this or whatever and stopped and like close your trade somewhere here or whatever, but I don't trade these patterns. I don't trade double tops, I mean double bottoms, and this is a triple bottom, you understand? There's also triple bottoms, and it came back so many times to retest this area. That's why that place is a perfect place to buy and sell, because it's been retested so many times, you understand? So yeah, that's how a double bottom or double top looks like. But yeah, if you have any questions guys, please feel free to ask me.